factory.
Yes, test, test, test. Hey, Rock Valkyrie. Yeah, I heard that. I was just getting set up, and the ATC went adios. However, I'm hoping that maybe they're just cycling through and they're going to have another batch come on, because they actually do have an event on Thursday, kind of a weekly event, but it doesn't start for like an hour and a half. So I don't know, maybe not. It doesn't matter. This is going to be fun. Regardless, we're going Mexico City up to Tepic. Tepic has a really cool approach. I've been looking forward to trying it. And we're going to have Rock Valkyrie flying along with us as well. So it should be a lot of fun. Happy Thursday, everybody. I'm feeling a little better. You might see me fight a couple of coughing fits and things like that. But otherwise, I think that I'm going to be all right. So VOR runway 2 is what you're thinking? Awesome. I think that sounds like a good plan, sir. Alright, so let's see. I need to... So I'm not going to worry about a departure then. I think we're just going to try to go direct to... What's my route here? Should probably check and see. I don't have that copied and pasted yet. I have the route, but... Do I have it here? Updated? Yeah, there we go. Yeah, runway 2 is what I'm planning. 5, I'm not planning 5 left, by the way. It's the ATIS I did grab was favoring runway 23. So I'm going to do 23. Yeah, Rock Valkyrie is agreeing with me there. So that is that's what I'm going to be doing. And yes, sir. Let me get that copied and pasted so I know what I'm looking at here. Love it. Man, can't believe it's May already. Is that crazy or what? That is crazy. Happy May Day. Should be a good couple of flights here. We're going to do this, and then we're going to go up to the Idaho bush country, and we're going to fart around up there in the Coyote. We're going to hit some of Milo's scenery. Between Milo and Wookiee and Downwind Sim, I think I've got a bunch. I don't know, 100 Idaho strips. So it should be fun. All right, what was I doing? We're let's go to legs. No, departure. So I think 2-3 left is closest. No, 2-3 right is closest to where I'm at anyway. And I'm going to just execute that. We're going to go to the route. And my first waypoint. Sorry, I should have had this in. TLC. Then we hit the Victor 18. It's only about an hour flight. Oh gosh, VOR. Yep, Victor 18 to Charlie Oscar Lima. Oh my goodness! What? Fire extinguisher check. 45 months. Fixie. All right, thank you, dude. Welcome. Come on in and join us, man. There's no ATC. Rob Valkyrie and I, we just cleared ourselves direct. Victor 61. Great to see you, sir. Doggone it. You know what? I forgot to do a little custom emote welcome here. And we've got ones for our longtime channel friends, Rock Valkyrie and Good Fixins. Thank you guys again for being here. All right, we're Victor 61. What did I say? GDL. I think if you flew direct, this flight would probably only be a half an hour. But they kind of vector us down around a little bit. I think there's some terrain issues that they're trying to get us around. I don't honestly know. TNY. There we go. That looks good. And then we will go to arrival into Tepic. You've been under the weather. Okay, man. Totally get it. That was exactly where I was at. On Tuesday. I was in no shape to be anywhere near a flight simulator. Okay. I think that looks great. So that I can live with. You know what? I probably should put in my call sign here. 816. And yeah, excellent. Boy, I don't know. I kind of jumped in here mid setup. So can I release? Do I have anything still hooked up? Oh yeah, I've got a few things hooked up. Let's release all. And then let's go to the performance tool. We've got little, let's go 2-3 right. Get the stuff from the OPF. Import from the, I think I already have this imported. No, import from the aircraft. And then let's get the weather in here. 150 at 8. It's kind of a crosswind. Did I get the, hey Tim Dog, did I get the 772 negative? I did not. I think when I end up going to 2024, though, it might be one of the first aircraft I look at grabbing. So, but I have not. I have not got it. How about you, Tim Dog? Welcome, by the way. Happy Thursday. You picked it up. I like the pricing. $77.72. I thought that was clever. All right. Performance. What the... Hey, Chris. Hello. You coming in over Durka and then Dane? All right. I could prove myself. Well, I tell you what, if nothing else, my friend, I think this will be a pretty interesting approach. All right, let's request the INIT, or the performance initialization. And, yeah, hopefully those guys did a good job. Let's hope we're not starting a fire. Let's hope. So the first time I flew in here, I actually I flew. It was, I don't know if it was runway 2. No, I think it was. I landed the other way. So it's a VOR approach. You circle you fly a little outbound course. You do a 180 to come in to an offset localizer. So it's just delicious in so many ways. What's my flap setting here? Flaps 5 and trim is 5. All right, I think that'll set automatically for me. Flaps 5. CG auto, yep, and 37, 45, and 55. Most excellent. And let's see. I better shoot a checklist as I'm doing things here. Oxygen, we're going to say we tested it. Flight instruments, yeah, let's get all that set here. What is my barometric pressure here? It is 10. I had it written down. The last information I got was echo, and it was 3012. So let's put that in. Oh, man. I'm at that point where I really am getting my energy back, and if I can just keep from coughing, when I start to cough, that just kills me. No, there's a little metard taff. Echo, echo, echo. There you go. There you go. We're rocking it up. Yeah, it's an hour flight. We're going all the way up to 360, baby. We're not going to mess around. 360. Let's do this thing. 3014 it is now. Okay, thank you, Rob. I think my mouse is kind of dying on me. It's doing some weird things. It is maybe time. Oops. Doot, doot. And we've got, hey, Dave Flats, hello. Booty, what's up? Nice to see you guys. How are you? How's your flight today? How's life? Hopefully things are good. Happy Thursday. I'm ready for a little APU. Hawk driver, what's going on, my friend? And there's our man, Dane Flats.
Hi, Dane Flats.
Dane, with the Customs Junior First Officer welcome sound. One of the few that have that. One of the few. Jesse, what's up? Jesse, we're going to do some bush flying the second leg. If you're able to hang around, we're going to be out in Idaho doing some of the Idaho bush strips there, the Milo Sanks. I think we're going to do the Idaho's Deadly 3. Chris, I appreciate your help, man. I really do. We are, by the way, you guys coming in, I'm going to fly the Coyote. We're 3 followers away from 1800, and I got a really cool 1800, yeah. 1800 follower giveaway. I can't talk. Set up. I need 3. I need 3 to get to 1,800 followers. So I'm pushing that tonight. I think we can get over the hump. I think we can get 3. So if you're here, you're lurking from the Dane Flats channel, what's going on? My name is Brant. Welcome to the Melvin Leroy channel. Smash that whatever follow button. No. Happy to have you guys here. We're doing a little 777 and a little Coyote. Dane, this is not the new one, sir. No, it is not the new one. Hey, Hot Driver. Thanks for the gifted ascription to Fix It Darren. That's really awesome. That's your 6th one. Thank you very much, my friend. No, Dane, did you pick up that new 777-200? This is the first one that they did. All right, so my AP power is on now, and I can kind of turn stuff on here. And we can do a little bit of electrical things here. And that's fine. We're getting ready to move here, so I should probably put a beacon light on as well. Still downloading. Oh, Hawk. That's awesome, man. No, it'd be months before you can even think about getting that new one. Yeah, I'm kind of in the same boat. I'm like, I think it'll be an interesting plane when I have 2024, which I don't have yet. If I had 2024, it might be a whole different might be a whole different deal here, but since I don't have 2024, it's a little easier for me to hold off because I do need to get that first, needless to say. All right, I've got the tug connected. We're going to remove the chocks. Everything else I think is disconnected. And, yep, jetway's going back. We're here in beautiful Mexico City. It's getting a little late in the day here. 64%. Hawk Driver, man, I'm so excited for you. What a cool plane. And I have loved this 777. Man, it is really nice. It's being a little temperamental with the EFB and the SimBrief integration here lately, but otherwise, I've been really happy with it. All right, so did we get everything here on my checklist? Yep, parking brake. Let's get the parking brake set. We're good there. Let's go to the next set before start. Doors are checked. I've got all of that stuff set. The only thing I don't have set, I think, is my heading bug. So let's spin that around to 230. We'll go from there. Little runway heading climb. I really can't mess around here because, if I'm being honest, there's a lot of... Is that set trim to 5 is what I need. Set, boom, down to 4, down to 5. There we go. There's a lot of terrain around here. I don't want to mess around and run into something. All right, taxi briefing. Let's do that real quick. Here we are at stand 22. We are going to push back nose to the right and go all the way down Bravo here to 23 right. And yeah, we'll be departing 23 right. We don't have a departure because we don't have any ATC, and plus it's pretty much straight out to the Toluca VOR. That's the departure, and our taxi and takeoff briefing complete. Beacon is on, and we're ready for push. All right. Mexico City traffic. United 816 is pushing back stand 22. Mexico City. Just messaged the landing plane and told him what the CTAF was. Oh, man. Also, somebody just came in. Yeah, I mean, a lot of people still think it's just 2270 down here, right? I never got any kind of a transponder code, so I'm just going to put it at 2000. And we're just going to roll with that. Okay, looking around. Cheating here a little bit. I don't have anybody around me. Rob looks like he's already down there. Let's do this. All right, back we go. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. I'm going to start which one first here?
Annie West reminding you to read the chat.
Be right with you guys. Let's start. I think you can actually start both of these. 1840. What do I have? Oh, I have the wrong frequency here. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I thought the guy said when he logged off, I thought he said it was 18. Yeah, anyway, I will do that here in just a second. I'm going to taxi push into the grass if I'm not careful. You had the CTAF frequency but forgot to tune it? Oh, man. Oh, you made a 2280 call. Ah, dang, yeah. Yeah. Well, I just made the wrong call too, Dane, so welcome to the club. 1840, you said. And there we go. All right. And Mexico City traffic radio check.
Yeah. 5x5. Yeah, I did a .ctaf and it gave me 118.4.
Well, hey, man, as long as we're talking to each other, I think that's what's important. So thanks for the heads up. All right, so that's good there. And
Mexico City traffic. Costera.
And let's get number 2.
382 pushing back to stand 66.
Oh, pardon me. Some random. Oh, Rock Valkyrie. Nate, he keeps me in line too, man. A guy needs friends like Rob. I'm always messing up, and he's always having to fix my stuff. So it's good. I hope he never stops hanging around because he saves my butt so many times. You monitor Unicom when you're on CTAF. Yeah, I need to. Aren't you supposed to monitor guard? Aren't you supposed to be on 2150 once you get rolling? But you're right. I probably should have that. Let's see. How do I monitor that, though? I'm trying to remember in this plane if you can. Are you able to? Seems like I had trouble doing that. That doesn't do it. That's not doing it. Yeah, I'm not fine. I don't know how to do that, guys. What am I missing here? I can't monitor that. I seem to have had trouble doing that. 2150 is the meow frequency. Oh my gosh. Don't get me started on that. Alright. Oh my gosh. I'm running off of one fuel tank here. Holy crap, that was bad. Yeah, I'm beside myself as a teacher and a coach that we've somehow raised an entire generation of young men who think meowing is socially acceptable. And I'm like, I try to talk to as many of them as I can. I'm like, dude, I'm just trying to save you an ass kicking, because when you get out of high school and you do that crap somewhere else, you're going to get jacked up. But anyway, some people have to learn the hard way, I suppose. All right, let's. I had still some more stuff going here. Paxes. Why are the packs? Oh, because I need to turn the APU off now that I'm running. Sweet. Hey, Complete Freedom, what is up? Sam the Kit Fox Builder, they call him. Alright, I don't need any anti-ice. Sam, I understand you released an updated build video on your YouTube channel. I have not yet had a chance to see it, but I'm excited. Alright, nothing there on the recall. Can the fella get a little flight control check? Let's see. Alright. Left, up, and down. My alpha yoke is getting a little bit noisy. And I get these little, like, it's not smooth. Not smooth, but... Alright, that is completed. And... ground equipment is now clear. Tug is off. And again, we'll cheat a little bit. Oh, there goes the tug. Hey, one thing I'm loving about Pushback Helper now is they have somehow gotten some actual tugs in the game now. That's way cool. It used to just be kind of a ghost pushback. Alright, so how are we doing before taxi? Oh, we're good. We're good. So we just need to rock and roll. So feel free. I guess what I'm saying here, Mr. Sam, is if you want to post that link, feel free. I think people would enjoy that. All right, Mexico City traffic. United 816 is going to taxi Bravo to 23 right. Mexico City traffic. Okay, everything's on. Here we go. Thanks again for tuning in, everyone. It's a great way to wind up the week. I was going to do this series of flights on Tuesday, but I was not feeling very well, and so I ended up canceling. It was probably the best thing I could do because I just slept. I actually missed work on Monday, went to bed early Tuesday, went to bed early Wednesday. Finally started feeling better actually last night, and so I made the decision last night that I was going to go ahead and stream tonight what I had planned on Tuesday. So what I had planned for tonight was a little bit of the ZTL Passport Challenge, and I'm just going to move that back a little ways to later on in the month. Still not feeling 100%, but sometimes it's also good to have a little bit of a distraction, right? There's Complete Freedom's YouTube video. Again, if you don't know Sam, Complete Freedom, he is actually starting a project, which when he announced it to me, Sam backed me up on this, man. When he announced it to me, I thought you were doing it as an April Fool's joke. When he told me that he was building the kit box, because he announced it to me on April 1st when he was on our stream. But it's a real thing, man. He's building his own tail dragon kit box. Chris, you have some of the flu as well. Dang, I'm sorry to hear that, man. It sucks. All right, flaps 5. Let's get those flaps coming down. And yep, flaps 5. They'll be down in just a second. Maybe. Not much gets extended at flaps 5. There she comes. There it comes. Great animation on this plane. Amazing stuff. It's definitely not. Yeah. No, I see that now. That's pretty dang awesome. Alright, here we are. Coming up on it. And I think we're going to... This is a little bit of a wonky intersection here, but I think we're going to take the first right. We do have a little bit of a displaced threshold here. We'll take it. Okay, am I clear? Just rolling in here like I own the joint. Let's go right here, and we'll just do our last little checks. Okay, we're getting ready to jump in here. Landing lights can come on. Strobe coming on. I'm gonna need. Let's see. You know what? I never did put the seatbelt signs on. That probably would be good as well. And then everything else I think looks okay here. Yep. APU's off. Everything, all my gens, all my fuel pumps, all my hydraulics, pressurization, all good. What's left here? Before takeoff. Flaps are set. Okay, we're ready to go. Mexico City traffic, United 816 is departing 23 right at Bravo. We'll be straight out, departing to the southwest, Mexico City. All right. Can somebody do a quick Dane Flats inbound check for me? Dane Flats. Dane, are you going to Expo? Alright. Hopefully the runway is clear. Not sure. Okay. Alright, well, look me up, man, if you do. Again, you guys have the advantage. You know what I look like. I've got that kind of ugly mug that's hard to forget. So, but I don't know that I've ever seen Dane Flats. Oh man, this is a tough turn for this big old girl. Should have maybe went up. I should have maybe took that other one. That's okay. All right, we coming around the mountain. All right, here we go, folksy folks. Lined up. Light directors are on. Traffic is showing, but I think that's Rob. Let's spool it up. Let's get to flying.
Mexico City traffic. Stereo 382 lining up. Runway 23 left. Delta 1.
Toga. Takeoff power is set. And achieved. There's airspeed. There's my jumpy Bravo. And we'll rotate. As Dane would say, easy. Easy. Yeah, baby. There we go. There we go. Climby, climby, climby. Up, up, and away, folks. Let's Bring the flaps up. Let's make our initial turn. And yeah, we're just gonna rock straight on out of here. LNAV, VNAV can be armed, and let's see how well we capture. Don't want to do too much hand flying after all. No tail strike, that's right, baby. But I want to be able to do this. Let's get out here. Man, it's hazy down here. Mexico City way. That's kind of nice, isn't it? Yeah, no tail striking. This bird here, I think, is kind of a candidate for that. Potentially, anyway. It's got a real long, extended. This is the 300 variant. So, gotta be careful. Oh man, I could help the composition of this right here. Little inversion, you think? Beethoven says it's always smoggy. Oh, that's kind of like Kathmandu, huh? It's a lot of people down there, I guess. Very cool. This just keeps getting better and better the farther we go this way, doesn't it? Holy cow. That's lovely. Alright. Better make sure we're doing okay this way. Coming up on standard altimeter. And even though it's a short flight, we shouldn't have any trouble getting up to 360 because we're fairly light. Not a lot of fuel. And, yeah, that looks pretty good. What do we have here? After takeoff, gear flaps are up. And I think, yeah, next checklist is descendo. So, we'll just go right there with, let's do a little nav. Let's just do some electrical. Keep an eyeball on that. All the new 772 has the weight and balance. So tell me, Tim, what's the main difference? I know I should probably know if I was a true Boeing fan, but what's the biggest difference between, besides the fact it's 2024 compatible, like what's the biggest difference between that 777-200 and the 300 that I'm flying right now? Is it purely like a size, you know, like the difference between a 319 and a 320, just different size and realistic airlines that fly it? Is this a cargo variant, or is this a passenger variant that they've released here? Yeah, it helps the realistic route. So it's like the difference between the 737-800 and 600 and all that. Oh, the cargo is already released. Ah, okay. Very good. I see. So this was the passenger variant. Nice. All right, nice. So I'm also assuming this is a little smaller aircraft than the 300, than this one as well. It's really been tempting, like all the variants of the 737, you know, golly, it's like, man, but really you are just kind of picking it up for the sake of having a realistic flight at the end of the day. I know they all fly a little different and all of that stuff, but I just haven't been able to justify, you know, buying the 800 when I have the 700, you know what I mean? Not when I have other aircraft I want to buy. I really want to get that MD-11 at some point. Okay, let's see. You have an idea. Get a big limo, paint on the side a big S. When you go speeding by, people say, look at that S cargo. That's a pretty dad joke there, Dane. I love it. I love it. Don't make me laugh because I'm going to cough. Alright, up we go here. Top of climb. When we get to top of climb, we are not going to be able to mess around. We're going to have to get right into planning the arrival here. And I'll show you what we've got. I'll show you why I'm so excited to fly this little flight. Different engines as well. Oh, so I see. So the 200 has the GE 9094s. Pratt & Whitney 4090s are the Rolls-Royce Trent 895s. I see. And the wide, the 777 that I have has the 115. So I see. Yeah, I mean, if you're a Boeing guy, it makes perfect sense, right? Like, you're gonna want all that because that's the kind of stuff that you nerd out about, right? And at some point I'll probably have them all, but it's gonna be a while. Honestly, there's a couple of oh, Jarhead, what's up? So you're on the PMDG website and it's unavailable. Oh man, I wonder if they're kind of trying to stagger the releases a little bit. It might be one of those deals where you have to just kind of keep refreshing. Jarhead, good to see you, man. Happy Thursday. They stopped because of the download issues. Oh, okay. So they're just getting flooded, right? I do think they mentioned something. Oh, Mountain Man's checking in and going to say the same thing I was about to. They're trying to get their servers fixed. I see. Gotcha. Mountain Man, what's up? Good to see you guys. Thanks for coming in, everyone. Appreciate that, and I hope you're having hope you had a good week. I'm on the upswing. I was not feeling good. Missed work Monday, and but now I'm kind of trending in the right direction. I am very low energy. That's the one thing. End of the day, man, this hits me like a ton of bricks. The last 2 days, mind you, like about this time, I was actually getting ready to go to bed. It was just about an hour after eating dinner, and I'm like, I'm a peace out, Boy Scout. I'm out of here. All right, everything's looking very good here, you guys. I think top of climb right there. We're going to be at 360 here in just a second. And then we shall take, I just want to make sure we level off. You never know, right? You got to always, don't want to assume anything, even though I don't normally have issues with the PMDG stuff. But I might have forgot to push a button. I do see 360 is in pink there. Should be armed. We're on the nav track, the vertical nav track, and the speed restrictions. And getting close. Getting close. Turn that down just a little bit here. What do you say? Yep, she's coming down nicely. Very good, very good. All right. With that in mind, let's come over here and let's start looking at this VOR. So again, we're a long ways out yet, so it's not like we're in a hurry here, but I want to just prep this mainly because if the wind changes, I want to be able to make the appropriate adjustments. But what are we looking at for runway 2? This is kind of what I think is kind of cool. Yeah, this is the one I flew the last time we landed south, but I think the VOR runway 2 is very similar. Yeah, so we come inbound to the Tepic VOR, and then we make a left-hand turn. We fly this outbound. We got to miss a little terrain here, so we're over the VOR at 10,000, and then as we head out here 11 miles outbound, we drop to 6,100, make this right-hand turn, and then we're on the 11 inbound. We need to be dropping down to 5,200 here by 8 miles out. Delta 8.0, then Delta 5, we need to be down here at 4,200, and we are in. Now this one here is, I don't believe this is an offset. I think this is a straight in. So this is the easier of the two, but you're still, like, you've got 3 significant mountains to negotiate here. So it's no joke. CTAF is, thank you, Rob. CTAF is 18.8. I'll change that here in just a second. And then if you go around, you basically climb runway heading, you loop it back around to the VOR, and you hold there at 10,000. So you got to get yourself out of here. So there's some cool volcanoes here. But yeah, so here was the 2-0. Again, very similar. You come in, you fly in, and the only difference here is that this is an offset, because you can't quite get lined up with this mountain range. So you bring it in here on a little bit of an offset. I don't remember what it was. What is it? Shoot. Well, anyway, there's just a bit of an offset there, and it was really, really fun. I honestly think this airport is probably a little too small for the 777. The ramp area is quite small, and so, you know, we're kind of not being super realistic there. But anyway, the runway is plenty long. That's not an issue. It's just that finding a place to park. All right, let's we do want to stay on regular Unicom. Yeah, my mouse is definitely tripping out a little bit here. I've had this mouse for a while, though. It might be time for a new mouse. You get a new, you about can't buy just a new mouse by itself anymore. You got to get a new keyboard and mouse. So I don't know. I kind of like my keyboard, but it probably wouldn't be the worst thing to replace either. All right, let's hop back outside, guys. It's been a little while since we've been out there, and enjoy some views. Chit chat about this and that. Again, hang with me here. After this flight, we're going to go into the backcountry and do a little flying in Idaho. The Milo Sanks Deadly 3 will be the goal, but we'll see if I can actually find it. I broke down, finally got the full collection. Orbix has a sale going on right now, and the Milo's Deadly 3, that entire package is on sale. And so I went ahead and I already had a little bit of it, and I just went ahead and grabbed the rest of it. The nice thing about Orbix is if you buy them one at a time, and then they have this bundled pack sale or whatever, like if you click the pack, they'll take out what you've already purchased, and they'll deduct that from your price. So anyway, I think I picked up like basically all the rest of what he had out there for Idaho for like $30 or something like that. It was a no-brainer. So we're going to be in there, not only flying that, but we picked up his fire lookout towers, and of course we already had his McCall, but like there's a bunch of others now that we have, and again, between him and Wookiee and Downwind Sim, we've got quite a collection of Idaho bush trips. So that'll be fun. Let's come to the sunny side for a little bit here. What do you say? Hello, Iowa Scotsman. So nice to see you, Ron. Happy Thursday, my friend. Mexico City to Tepic here in the PMDG 777. It's the old one. It's the 77W. We are getting a little bit of a review, kind of an unofficial review from our inside reporter Tim Dog, who has recently acquired the new 200 variant. And apparently we've also learned, breaking news here, you heard it here first on the Melvin Leroy channel, that PMDG has suspended their sales due to some download issues. So they're doing kind of a little server repair right now. But if and when they get things back up online, we will report that information. Breaking news. Great to see you, Ron. Might have to go refill. Surprise, surprise. Yeah, I was reading, I thought in one of the releases they said they were going to stagger the release times just to avoid that, but I don't know, man. People go crazy. Tim Dogs now is reporting. Okay, I'm going to go to, we've got Tim on the line right now. Tim Dog with breaking news. The PMDG sale is on again. I think that's happened with every one of their aircraft, right? As you can hear in Iowa Scotsman's non-sarcastic typing, right? But what a great problem for them to have. There's too many people that want their product. Tim Dog, our on the scene reporter at PMDG headquarters. As of 0040, so that was just about 10 minutes ago. Sales restored. Server issues resolved. How many, what do you think? Like, how many rooms full of servers do those guys have? I wonder how that even works. I'm picturing, those huge data processing supercomputer buildings, those things that look like a Walmart distribution center, and they're nothing but Google servers. I wonder. All right, guys. So we are, let's see. Should probably think a little bit about descent. We still have a while because we don't, we go here, kind of loop around and come in here. And I believe that is, well, you know what? I don't honestly know what that is. I don't honestly know. Rob, would you be opposed to if we cleared ourselves direct to the GBL waypoint there? Are you all right if we do that, just for the sake of time? I mean, I'm not in a hurry or anything, but you want to do that? All right, so we will do that. We don't have any ATC, so I would say I'm actually, as much as I want, as I'm looking forward to this flight. Oh, so it's GDL. We'll go direct GDL. What I'm really looking forward to is flying those Idaho bush strips. All right, so that won't really affect our top of drop at all. And I'll go ahead and dial in 10,000 is where we want to be when we are on the outbound track, and then we loop back in and we can descend even further, but that'll be fine right there. We'll save the company some fuel, right, Rob? That did seem kind of, in hindsight, like a little bit of an unnecessary sort of track there, right? I wonder if there's something here that they don't want you flying over. Because the last time I flew this leg, it was the same deal. They flew me down here and then up. I wonder if there's something in there that you're not supposed to fly over. I will ask next time I'm online with our VATSIM ATC friend down here. I'll ask him about that. The last time we had been discussing the announcement of the Phoenix, with their Neos. We think that not anybody buy them because they have certainly the same flight physics of the CEO, mostly the German community, and they're just waiting for a good 330, and then someone creates a good 340. Yeah. Excuse me. But I think those Neos, like, they ended up being pretty good sellers, right? It's a little late. You're working from home tomorrow, so you might do a little Miami Charlotte flight. Oh, very good, very good. Well, yeah, you can stay up a little late. Maybe get a later start in the morning. Sounds like a very good idea, Tim. Miami Charlotte, that's perfect. That's like an hour and a half. Oh yeah, look, Rob's already cut the corner, man. Again, that guy, he's a lot smarter than me, but he's already cut the corner. So there's where we are. One of these little on the coast, not all the way on the coast, but kind of near the coast. There are so many wonderful freeware sceneries. By the way, I've linked this. If you go to my Discord and look at the at my stream schedule, I've got this scenery as well as a freeware Mexico City scenery linked. And if you are ever interested in flying down here, I would, you can definitely grab those for 2020 and enhance your sim experience. Yeah, I was kind of messing around with that, with markup just a little bit, because I'm like, there's got to be a better way to do this, right? And sure enough, it's not all that tricky to do. But I mean, and I think it cleans everything up really nicely. So yeah, I'm glad you like it, Rob. I mean, the main thing again is just like I love when you guys are able to fly along with me, but I also know sometimes, it's just nice to, even if you can't fly along, just to grab the scenery or the aircraft or whatever and do it later on. I mean, I've done that several times with other streamers where I see them flying somewhere and I'm at work or something. I'm like, oh man, I want to go there. You're in X-Plane 12 tonight? Cool, man. I'm glad that beta is working well. I have not yet I still have not yet downloaded it. I haven't touched X-Plane 12 in probably it's been over 2 months. And I'm on the verge of doing something kind of drastic. I'm on the verge of getting rid of all my ortho scenery and just going pure auto ortho to see if that plays better with X-Plane. And I'll just use the X organizer to disable it. I won't delete it until I know for sure. But I have heard, and I've heard mixed stories about this, but I have heard that auto ortho is now working and helping. Like, the performance is better than the original X-Plane 11 ortho, which is kind of what I have generated right now. You do like it? Yeah. I'm like, fingers crossed. Like, I'm hoping that would help me out, because if I can't fly it on VATSIM, then that it's basically, useless to me, and I might as well just get rid of it. So one thing that's been kind of nice that I've liked more than I want to admit is it's been nice only keeping one sim updated. And yeah, Rob, you got like a 7090 GPU though. I got 3080, man. I've got a beat up Subaru for a graphics card, man. You've got a Lamborghini. But it has been nice only keeping one sim updated, and I have really not missed that. Because of the two sims to keep updated, Microsoft Flight Sim is definitely the easier of the two. But I do miss some of the aircraft for sure. So we'll see. The next time I might update it might be for the Virtual USA Flying Club air show, because I'm going to fly the SR-71, and I'm going to need to have that up and running for that. So that might be the next time I'm in it, and that might be the final test. I don't know if it is a no-go at that point. I mean, I can't justify spending more time, and I've already stopped buying things. The TDS is out, and I haven't bought it. There's some great aircraft that have come out that I've just stayed away from. But you've been trying to map out the enhancement program for X-Plane and Microsoft, but only currently using the free version of it. Yeah. So for me, it's going to come down to, I think with X-Plane, is I just need to upgrade my graphics card. I do. So, with the state of, our economy, who knows if that's going to if that's a reality or not. I know I should probably, everybody's buying sooner rather than later, but yeah, I just may have to, yeah. We'll just have to stick with it. You had that premium map enhancement program, and it was awesome. That's the Bing, right? The Bing enhancement program. So the auto ortho, Chris, should give you that. Yeah, the Google. Oh, it was Google. Yeah, but oh, X-Plane map enhancement. Oh, I see. Gotcha. I see. But yeah, there's good mesh data. Even the old ortho that I have, I actually, in a lot of cases, like the look of it better than what we have in Microsoft Flight Sim. I think in a lot of cases, this looks pretty nice, but in a lot of cases, I think the Microsoft terrain looks a little mushy sometimes, and the ortho that you get in X-Plane is a little crisper, a little more well defined, and it obviously depends on the level of detail that you're using. But yeah, the mesh data is pretty good. I think we used a combination of things. Yeah. right, folks. Top of drop. Coming up. We're going to overfly the airport, make a left-hand turn, a left-hand descending turn, and make our way in to Tepic. The VOR frequency is 113.9er and the approach course is 021. And I think that gets put in automatically here. I don't think it's in just yet. No, it's our next one coming up, so that's fine. All right, let's do this though. Let's go to our approach data here, and I think we will go. Let's go flaps 25, 143 on that. That should be fine. And then the other thing I need to look at here is what are my MDA is 3,900, which is 875 feet. All right, so we can put that in here. Click and hold. It takes a minute here, but I think it speeds up after a bit. Goes by. Nope, I guess not. Pardon me. Sorry for coughing in your ear. By the way, as we're scrolling up here the barrel, if you're new, first of all, welcome, hello, and I just want to make you aware that I am 3 followers away from 1,800, and if I can get to 1,800, I've got a special celebration planned, and it's an 18 themed celebration, so I'm hoping I can get that kind of knocked out here, maybe even before the end of the month or right close to the end of the month, because I've got a lot happening in June. So appreciate you being here regardless, but if there's a little bit of an incentive there to push the follow button, you know, so be it. I'm not opposed to making you feel a little bit guilty. 1,800, by the way, is just a crazy number that I never thought I would even get to. 875 is what I want. So I'm still kind of having a hard time wrapping my mind around that. But yeah, I tell you what, it's been pretty cool, and I'm looking forward to, you know, just continuing to grow the channel. You guys have given me some awesome ideas and been really supportive of the things I've tried to do. Also, kind of giving me some feedback on some of the stuff that's maybe not going to be such a good idea that I've steered away from. So yeah, all right, I am thinking we need a little bit of kind of want to turn this guy down just a little bit here as we get a little darker. Do I have any intake light down here that I need to mess with? I don't remember. No. Just some flood lights from the floor. Panel flood too, you could do, I guess, if you wanted. That's alright. Rob, what have you shared with me, sir? Celebration. Look cool in the gang, baby. Yeah, man. I had some good ideas sent my way, so I've put together kind of a whole 18 themed package, and I was even going to do it on the 18th of this month, but I'm going to be out of town, unfortunately. So anyway, there you go. That's all I can say. I don't want to give anything else away. Did I leave? Oh, what a knucklehead. I left all the exterior lights on. Goodness gracious. Alright, well, we'll turn them off for a little while. Gosh, if there was only some sort. Not only do I have a written checklist over on my other screen, I've got the checklist here in the aircraft, and I managed to miss that. Pretty much a pro.
You are one pathetic loser.
So speaking of checklists, let's come over here and let's check our descent checklists here. We've got the recall is checked. We're good there. We will, in fact, we'll click it again just to make sure. Yep, we're good there. Got the notes checked. We are going to go auto brake. Do auto brake 3 here. My landing refs and minimums are set, and the briefing is completed. And so I'll have the descent. Oh, that's okay. So this is being a little bit weird. All right. So the next thing here is altimeters, and we'll set those as we get a little bit closer to Tepic. I wonder if we have a weather station. We do. 299 And I did not. Why did I not start descending? Interesting. Alright, so we're going to have to do this ourselves a little bit here, apparently. I wonder if it's because I came off of the nav track a little bit there. I don't know. Unable cruise altitude. Well, sure. Okay. Let's see here. 23 miles. Got to be down to 324. Okay. Interesting. Okay. Well, we'll just descend ourselves here at about 1500 for now, and yeah, we'll make adjustments as we go. Speed's fine, I think, at 277. But I'm getting close to not only where I'm ready to move on from maybe X-Plane 12, but I'm getting to the point where my Microsoft 2020, like, there's getting some weirdness in it. Like, you guys have all probably heard about the bug, or maybe you're experiencing it yourself, where the program does not completely shut down. And not only does it not shut down, but it takes 75% of your freaking GPU as it's sitting in the background. So I don't know what it's doing, but you have to go through the task manager and close it down. So that's been weird. I've had some aircraft. Oh, you wrote a batch file to kill it. Oh man, I've had a couple aircraft too now that are just deciding to completely go uncontrollable and bank to the right and crash every time. And at first, when that happened, I thought I had figured out that there was a little bit of a conflict with the. I was trying to fly in an area of the world that I had scenery turned off for in my add-on linker, and when I turned it back on, everything worked fine. But now I've had it happen again with my India Fox Teco fighter jets. And so, and I'm not sure what the conflict is there. Hey, Panicon, welcome. Welcome. Great to see you, my friend. So anyway, there's just been some little things like that have popped up, and it's called Task Kill. So is that the, What do you? How do you do that? Do you just put that in the um, the start menu? Do you have to go? How do you? Or do you just click on that deal and it works? I don't know. Paste that into the command line. Oh, okay, gotcha. All right. Haha, very cool. I am Microsoft Flight Simulator.exe/f. All right, I'm copying that, and I'm going to paste it in here to a note here. You grew up on DOS. So did I. But I've since forgotten it. All right, I'm going to put that in here, though. That might come in handy. Boom. Oh, no, that's not what I want. All right. Hey, Tim Dog, I'm trusting that that's not going to delete my hard drive, man. You wouldn't do that to me, I know. I know. Just kidding. All right, so down we go. And again, don't want to be in too big of a hurry because of all the terrain we have. What was I supposed to be at? See, I'm already a little bit too low. I wonder if I go back into my vertical nav track, if it'll get me back on the check target altitude. Yeah, I'm below it right now. So, so it's climbing me back up. Oops. How embarrassing. People in the back are like, no, wait a second, we'll go back up. What the? Okay. Yeah, we'll level out. We'll be good. Oh, there's our vertical guidance, so let's follow that V path right there. What do you say? Cool. I love it. I should have just waited. If I'd have waited till I passed that one waypoint, it would have been smooth as silk. So when I install 2024, it's probably going to be a little bit later than maybe most do, because I kind of want to just make the full jump. Like I want to be able to get rid of my Microsoft 2020 and get rid of my, if I'm at that point, get rid of my, like, everything. I just want to get rid of all of it and just have one sim, and I can put it in a notepad save and then select save type as all files, make sure it ends with the .bat, and just double click it. Oh, okay. Yeah. But yeah, so and actually my perfect world scenario is this. Like, I am able to get X-Plane 12 back to where it's performing, and then I need to totally clean up, because I still have some X-Plane 11 files. I'm still kind of like using a little bit of that, but I'd love to just get some new internal, are they called NVMe hard drives, like those really super high speed, and like one of them is nothing but X-Plane and one of them's nothing but flight sim, and then figure out, like, I've been looking at some external storage options, because I think at the end of the day that might be the best way to go. I have like 4 external hard drives with crap on them, which is nice, but like at some point in time they're gonna fail, right? Everything has its shelf life. But if I could find something that's more cloud based, I wouldn't want the game on that, because I know that'd be impossible to stream. But like maybe to save scenery or something. I don't know. I don't know how that's gonna work exactly, but that's like my ultimate, like just a full rebuild of my computer, because I really need a new, I need a new everything. Almost. It's an old computer. You just deleted X-Plane 11 last weekend, Iowa Scotsman says. Yeah, I've got a significant amount of disk space still tied up in X-Plane 11, even though I don't use it at all. But I'm worried that if I delete, like, because I keep finding things, you know, that I've created, or, you know, that I've purchased or whatever, or somebody's downloaded, given me a download. And I keep finding that stuff, and I'm like, oh man, if I'd have deleted everything, that'd have been gone forever. But that's probably that hard drive that I have old X-Plane 11 stuff on is where I'm going to put 2024. So I know at some point in time I've got to bite the bullet and do it. 6 minutes till we're over the VOR. Cool, man. We're getting close. I should probably make a radio call here, shouldn't I? How far out are we? Yeah, we're getting there. What, 30 miles or so? Tepic traffic, United 816 is descending flight level 200. We are 30 miles south of the field. We're going to maneuver for the VOR runway 2, Tepic. That's nice, isn't it? Let's get back outside, you guys. What are we doing here? Oh, give me some of that. Yes, please. The only things you would need for that version was the TBM, the FlyJ Sim, 7.3 and 7.2. Yeah, that's for the longest time, Ron. I did the same thing. I held out. Oh yeah, we got all these cool volcanoes here too. I forgot about. I held out because I was hoping, one, that we would somehow be able to have those guys running, and but then two, I was thinking, well, just keep it just in case, because maybe you'll go back and you'll load up X-Plane 11 from time to time and fly him in there, kind of like a la Sim Caesar, right? That's what he's been doing.
Susie!
Kevin, good evening, sir. But it's, again, at the end of the day, it's just been sitting there taking up space, and I haven't done anything with it. Welcome, amigo. Welcome to Mexico. We're en route Tepic. Gonna do kind of a twisty, turny, little challenging VOR approach in the most maneuverable aircraft known to man. The beautiful, wonderful 777. We got a little 777 hype going tonight, by the way, because of PMDG's release. And we are fortunate here at the Melvin Leroy channel to have a man on the ground, an on-the-scene reporter, Tim Doug, who's giving us updates here, as well as sharing his tips and tricks. So you should follow Tim for more Microsoft Flight Sim tips and tricks. He shared us a cool little script to kill MSFS when it won't exit like it's supposed to. All right, I think our airport, I think this is one of the mountains that we maybe have to miss. This might be one of them here. Like I think the airport's down in this business. So we're going to come in here. We're going to hang a left. We're going to loop back around and land to the north. Speed. Well, let's check our speed there, Chris. That's a dang good point. I'm outside messing around. And yeah, okay, we could probably go a little standard barrel here, and it might be time to think a little bit about speed. Although it'll have it'll level here for just a minute. I think I'll help it. It's coming down okay, but we'll help it. So outbound again, we need to be over the VR at 10,000. Outbound, we need to be 11 miles. We need to be down to 6,100. And it's telling me you got the speed brake out, which I know because we need to slow down. We're supposed to be doing 260 right now. You know what? I might just manually take over control of this bad boy. Okay, that looks fine. And Down we go again, 10,000 here at TNY, and then this is where we drop down 11 miles outbound, 226 6100. I will preset that, and we will make our way in. I think we'll go ahead and go over to local frequency now. I'll make one last Unicom call. Tepic traffic, United 816 is going to overfly the field and turn outbound on the VOR runway 2, heading to local CTAF. Tepic traffic, United 816 is inbound the field at 12,000. We're going to overfly and maneuver for the VOR runway 2 approach. Will be on the outbound to the southwest. Tepic traffic. Okay. What's our speed? We need to end up down at 170, so might as well let's just turn it down to what is this, 197. Yeah, we'll just do that. Actually, let's do 240 first, because I think that's where we fly the outbound. Don't get too slow too fast here. 240. Yep, we're coming down nicely. And at below 240, we can actually be flaps 5. So I'm going to go ahead and put flaps 5 out. All right, approach. The altimeters are set. What else do we have here? Landing checks. Speed brake needs to be armed. Okay, and we'll get landing gear down. I'm going to go ahead and turn the lights back on here as well. Tepic traffic, United 816 is on the outbound leg for the VOR runway 2, Tepic. So you guys can see kind of what we got. We're right over top, and visibility doesn't look too bad. There's the other way, and again, this mountain here made it impossible to come all the way and shoot a straight in. But this is a cool little area, I think. Yeah, Iowa Scotsman, I'm with you. And I do, it's cool to see Jack. He's still working, right? He's still plugging away. You see he's doing updates for the Q400. And so that's awesome. I mean, he's still plugging along, right? But I think he's a one-man band at this point in time. And so, you know, I get it. Only so much you can do. You know, he's had a little bit of health issues as well, and you know, so that's certainly going to play a part, and you know, on and on and on. But I'm just happy he's still developing, because I love his products. I love what he's done for X-Plane, and yeah, he's dealing with those health issues, and like, we need developers like him, man. We need those guys. All right, we're looking good. What's my my next altitude here? I can take it all the way down to 4,200 basically. So let's do it. And we are on the vertical track here, so we're not. It's gonna get us here, bring us inbound at 61, which is what we want. 18.8. We're on the local CTAF there. Kind of a bummer that we didn't ever pick up any ATC, but honestly, the Mexico events don't normally start until about 5 minutes from now. Yep. I helped a little bit, Chris, with that, but it's the descent profile here is such that it's managing it pretty well, and I'm just going to keep on the flap schedule. And in fact, I think we can go flaps. We're below 230. I'm going to go flaps 15 right now, and you know, that'll take care of it for the most part. I mean, there's times when you have to throw it out. There's no doubt about that. Some of these approaches are a lot more aggressive, and there's no way that you can stay on the speed profile if you don't put the boards out. Tepic traffic, United 816 is turning inbound, runway 2, Tepic. Rob, are you hearing me? Are you on local yet, or are you still on 2280? I hope I'm still transmitting. Yep, I am. A little bit of haze, but not bad. Not bad. Still a bit behind. Okay, cool. Alright, we are looking at 142 as our ref speed, so we're going to bring it in at 147 or so when we finally get serious about things. But I'm going to hold 170 until we're kind of established here. Fully established. I'm going to go ahead and let's arm the approach here as well. Because I do think this has a little bit of a vertical. No, it doesn't. It's just a step down situation. So we got to do it. Oh, you're in the 170. The long wing. I love it. I love it, man. I tell you, the aircraft that I'm excited about coming out here, and it looks like it's sooner than I thought, is that A220. That looks like a pretty cool little regional jet. That might be my next Airbus. Alright, here we go. We're inbound, locked up, and loaded on an 11-mile final. Tepic traffic, United 816 is 11 miles on the final, runway 2, Tepic. Looking good, you guys. Looking good. We're well below. We can go flaps 20. We might get a gear call if we go more than that. So I'm going to go ahead and just put that in. Man, we timed this just about right with the sunset, didn't we? That's nice, isn't it? All right, let's just fly. What do you say? Pardon me. Beautiful night for a flight. Auto throttle's off. The autopilot is off. And we got nobody to blame but ourselves at this point. If we're successful, we exit to the left. And there is a taxiway, if I remember. I don't have to back taxi. But I don't think I have really anybody too far behind me either, so... Checked. Trying to slowly bring the speed off. 147 is what we said we needed. So I'm trying to get there, you guys. Sliding off the localizer just a bit. Correcting. We'll go ahead and go gear down. There we go. Kind of back on profile now. It's still a little left of center. One final notch of flaps, flaps 25, and we're fully configured. See if I can keep from over controlling here. No auto land. Yep, I don't want auto land. That's why it's not on. Manuel. It doesn't like the fact that I don't auto land. Exit right. What? Alright, we're getting down to our approach speed. You might be right, Rob. You're generally right about this kind of stuff. Getting a little low. And a little right. now? Alright, there we go. Correcting. I'm okay with our speed. Oh yeah, sure enough. Right-hand turnout. Oh, I'm thinking of when I landed the other way. That's why I'm thinking.
100.
Alright, we're good there.
50. 30. 20. 10.
Alright, down we go. And I slid off to the left a little bit, but that's alright. Yep, there it is, to the right. Definitely not making that first turn there. Reversers are going like mad. Alright, there we go. Manual braking. And I think we can make this...
Castero 382, we're overflying the field outbound on a 226 VOR runway.
Nice.
Full stop, Tepic.
Nice. Perfect timing. Perfect timing. You're taxiing out this 777, Tim. I'm so excited for you, man. That's awesome. That is so cool. Alright, let's clean it up a little bit here. What do you say? This is kind of a tough turn for this big bird. Tepic traffic, United 816 is clearing runway 2. Tepic. We'll have time to get down on the ground, watch Rob come in, and yeah, this will be a very good first flight. I'll take a little break. And we will get prepped up for our next flight. We got somebody on the ground here. This might be static traffic, though, to be honest with you. I don't know. Not sure. Here's where, again, I think this plane may be a little bit too big. I'm just going to take this first stand. And, yeah, like, you see what I'm saying? I think maybe this is not... Is there any cargo area? No, I don't think so. So we're going to be in the way of everybody. We'll do a little airplane here. We'll just taxi up a skosh farther than we're supposed to. There we go. That way Rob can get by us. Perch. Alright. And like a true pro, I leave all the lights on. All the lights on. Except the taxi lights. I did the one lights I'm supposed to have on. And I didn't have those on. Alright, you know, get off my butt. Whatever. Nobody's perfect. Set those. Cut the fuel here. Set the chocks. Get a little ground power going here. And hop outside and let's watch Rob Valkyrie come in here. Oh, beautiful. Lovely, lovely. There he is on the outbound making that procedure turn. Well, I guess it's not really a procedure turn, but making that turn.
Howdy, Texas Flyboy.
What is up, TFB? We will leave the light on for you, my friend, as we should. Stick around, by the way, guys. We do have one more flight to do. We're going to be heading to the Idaho bush country, back country, to do some bush flying in the Rands Coyote. Flyboy Simulations Rands. They got my blood pressure up a little bit, by the way. They put out a release, and I thought that they had finally updated the Microsoft 2020 variant of their wonderful aircraft with and they had given it GTN 750 compatibility, but unfortunately it's that TDS only works in the 2024 variant. So I'm bummed about that, but that's just the way it goes. All right, here is that him? His X-plane scenery, by the way, may be different than mine, because it looks like he is lined up. And maybe he's still on the outbound. That could be it. He might still be on the outbound. Is this somebody legit on the ground here? Maybe? Oh yeah, I see on the map he's on the outbound still. Nope, it's just... Oh yeah, there's somebody here. Cool. He's looking to fly the exact opposite of what we were. He's going to go back down to Mexico City. Very cool. He's in an A320. Little Neo. All right, well, Rob makes his turn here. I'm going to stretch my legs and do a little setup on the back end here. We'll stay right here. Watch Rob come in. I'll be right back with you here in just a sec. I'm thinking my rendering distance here, maybe we've lost him a little bit, but I do show him on the map still coming inbound here, so yeah, so he's on about, oh, here he is over here. Well, that must not have quite flown that loop quite right, because it kind of came a little too far around. Now you got plenty of time to correct. I think that's still the part of those E-jets, Rob. Those X-Craft E-jets that they're still kind of ironing out. Like, I don't know that it doesn't always fly all that stuff 100% like you'd think. And I think the procedures are also a little bit different too. So between the two of those, I can understand how that can sometimes happen.
Tepic traffic. Westera 382. We're on about a 6-mile final on way to Westera.
So while he's coming in, we'll kind of keep one eye on him. This is, again, this is what I would point you towards if you're interested in any of Milo's scenery. Milo Sanks is the name you probably remember if you've hung out in the Continuum channel. Milo Taylor is his name. And we've got 4 places here: Dewey Moore, Simonds, Vines, and a place called Rush Point Creek Fire Lookout. Apparently this is a helicopter place, but there is a place that you can make a ridge landing if you'd like. I have located these first 3, but I've not found Rush Creek yet. However, in my last trip, I do think I located where it's at, and so that's what we're doing. Fishing spots are available. Salmon are really jumping this time of year, yeah. So anyway, that's where we're going to be flying here in just a couple of minutes. He has also done a bunch of other. We're actually going to be departing from Soldier Bar, which is another one of his airstrips. So keep an eyeball on him as well while you're watching Rob Valkyrie come in. Keep an eyeball on the Orbix store, because the one thing about Milo is he's pretty dang generous. He's a lot like Vertical Sim, and he'll put his products on sale quite often. And so they're a great value anyway at full price. They're not overly priced, but man, it's nice to save a couple of bucks for sure. Here comes Rob. And again, remember, he's an X-plane, so a little bit of terrain difference there, elevation difference, but right down the middle, as always there. Nice. Very nice. So I'm going to go ahead, if that's okay with everybody here, and do a quick setup. And I think what we'll do here, I'll let you guys take a little break as well. I will go to the standby screen here and give you a couple of pretty pictures to look at while I swap out there. So see you in about 5 minutes or so. For some reason, several 777s flying the Miami to Charlotte. And you're liking the size of that, really? Okay. Very nice. I predict it's going to be another successful launch. So you were the first one out, baby. Heck yeah, man. I wonder if this place has, and I'm going to, I wonder if it has any ATV trails. I did buy the Juice Goose. So I'm curious here. May have to load in there at one of these spots and check it out. All right, so Soldier Bar, yes indeed. All right, screenshots in Volanta, yeah, buddy. Well, let's take a look here. Or I'll take a look. Rob, thanks for flying with me, man. As always, it's way more fun when you've got some friends flying. And yep, so far Tim is kind of the first guy out the gate here, but I do see some other guys on the ground. 777. Yeah, there's a half dozen on the ground there at Miami waiting to go. That's pretty dang cool. As for us, by the by, not that we would have ATC or would be worried about that, but there isn't any. So we're going to be a complete 100% ATC stream, ATC free stream tonight. So for better or for worse, thanks again for being here. Again, I do appreciate it. It's our push, by the way, our push for 1,800 followers. We're 3 followers away from hitting 1,800. And once we get there, I've got kind of a fun little celebration and giveaway that we're going to do. And hopefully I'm going to be able to do that this month here. So, but anyway, all right, I think I'm back. I think I am back here. Okay, there we go. Hello again. Hello again. Hello again. I need to look at one other thing here. Yeah, let's change this out. So I don't really have a specific route in mind, you guys, but what I'm thinking here is I think I can kind of rough it out on Sky Vector. So we're right now at Soldier Bar, which is 85 uniform, if you want to jump in and fly along. And we are going to, I think we're going to end up maybe at McCall when we're all said and done, but this is the area that we're looking to fly. It's the Big Creek area. And so, yeah, we're going to be, I'll just leave that as it is, but departing from Soldier Bar, flying up through here, and all, well, 2 of the 3 strips, I think Vines is pretty close. And then I think, oh shoot, what's the next one here? Dewey Moore, I think, comes after that. So those guys are right close here to Soldier Bar. I also have Cabin Creek, and I think that's a Wookiee scenery. So we may do a little offshoot and land at Cabin Creek as well. But then we have to go around here, and where Big Creek, where it forks off, I've got to follow this. And up in here is where Simonds is. Now, I think that the fire lookout, Rush Point fire lookout, is actually up this drainage. So, and they show up on my GPS unit. Okay, we're going to use that to help us out a little bit. So that's kind of the rough plan, and then depending on how we're feeling, maybe we'll buzz down here to McCall. It kind of depends on how late it's getting as well. Because when I hit the wall, it really hit the wall. It's not the normal, if you know what I mean. So that's where we're at. Again, if you want to fly along, we'll be on Bat Sim. And yeah, if not, go grab Milo's stuff and be ready for next time, because this is definitely not going to be the last time we're in here. Okay, so here we go. We've got I got everything going here. Yep, we're good there, and parking brake is set. Good enough. Start that. Oh, we need to do this as well. Let's I'm not going to get out and do the external here, but with the oil coolant is all good. Engine health is good. And I would imagine, I think it preloads with 50% or something like that, 56%. It has part of the deal here is it does have some state saving, which is kind of cool. And especially when it comes to like your engine management. And I have run this thing out of oil accidentally. And yeah, let's just say it was not good. It failed. And so I don't want to do that again. All right, crack the throttle here. Mags are hot. And it's not going to start because fuel needs to come on. There we go. Avionics can come on. I have regular time set again here. It's still pretty light, but not bad. or not. We're not going to be able to do this forever. Sorry, you guys. So yeah, that also might be a determining factor here is light. But we're up here at the top here again. I won't give you the whole works here, but this is Soldier Bar. It's a pretty well known, very challenging airport. So we're going to be departing from up here just down the bar, and then we'll hang a left and we'll start making our way up towards hopefully Vines. I think CTAF is 22.9er pretty much all the way throughout until if we get to McCall. That's the only place it wouldn't be. And we'll squawk 1200. And I'm going to pull the map up. Again, all I want here is, I just want this. And so, again, you guys, there, I think that is, that's Cabin Creek. This, I think, is Vines. That is Dewey Moore. And I think that might be one of those is my bush or the fire lookout. So I don't think we have time to hit them all. I'm gonna pretty much just stay along Big Creek here and not be too greedy. All right, are we warmed up yet? Do I have brakes? Thank you. Everything's green and happy. All right, let's do it. Soldier Bar traffic. Coyote 11816 is departing to the southeast. We're going to be making a left-hand turn and heading westbound. Soldier Bar. Okay, let's get set up here. Oh, gosh. I just made that traffic call, and I don't think I'm connected to VATSIM. No, I'm not. So, sorry, guys. I got to do that. Then I got to redo this call. November 11816. And we are COY2. RANS S6S Coyote. Hey, and it's telling me that I already have a flight plan that's different. It's okay. Soldier Bar traffic. Coyote November 11816 is departing. We're going to be making a left-hand turn out westbound. Soldier Bar. All right, here we go. Do I want flaps? Let's make sure everything's working here. We do. Let's put a notch of flaps in. That better safe than sorry. So we've got to kind of get ourselves going, and then we also kind of have to turn as we're departing. So this is kind of fun. Get the tail flying a little bit here if we can. Yep. See, I'm off the runway already. But that'll be enough for this plane. And I think I have room even to turn right now. I'm never able to keep it on the runway at Soldier Bar. Much better when I'm landing there, but the departure part is tough. And just enough room. Excellent. And so we don't want to get too fast or too high because I think we have vines coming up here. And we need to be slow. Slow. There also is, like, Taylor Ranch, if you look at the sectional. That might honestly be the first one we see up here. That is not something that's had any work done to it. It's just there. There's, as you guys know, there's just a million of these little bush strips up here. They're so fun. So we'll keep it pretty slow and easy here. Keep it in the wide arc. Keep the notch of flaps out. That way we can slow it down when we need to. Try to keep it on the right-hand side here as well. And yes, indeed. I think that Taylor Ranch is coming up here in just a little bit. We might need to we may need to adjust our time a little bit here. You forget, even though it's not sunset for, you know, another hour or so, that it gets dark in the canyon a lot faster. In fact, so let's do that. Let's go. Right now it is 7:56 my time. Let's make it 7:56 in the morning, just so we have enough light to fly around. Ooh, am I going over the top of something here? I might have. Did I miss something? All right, I think that is, yeah, so that's the Taylor Ranch. That's the one that, again, is just there. It even has some buildings in it, which is kind of cool. But that's not one of ours. So we're going to keep on going here. Yeah, IDVN, that's fine. I think that's how you find the fire lookout, by the way. But I want to go searching for it before I take you guys on a wild goose chase. These ones coming up here, I kind of know where they are. By the way, I asked Milo if he had any kind of a master like map or anything, like an Uncle Melvin's map. No. He said, no, you just got to find it. He said, you can look on the Orbix scenery map and it'll show you roughly where they're at. I'm like, thanks for nothing. But then I did notice that there is a little bit of a compromise with it showing up on the basic navigational unit. So I guess that's a fair compromise. A little bit high up here. And what is off to our right? Is this that cabin? Big Creek Ranger Station. Whoops, hello. I think I have this airport. I think I have it. We will take a little sidebar trip for that, because that's not that far away. Alright, we're looking good. So the next kind of valley, it looks like maybe where the sun is hitting right there. That might be our right-hand turn here. Doesn't look like there's anything up here. Alright, or does it? Oh, maybe we got something. Let's see. No, that doesn't look like it's holding anything there. And we're not there yet on the GPS unit anyway, so it's okay. There's also some sandbars here, if I recall. So I'm trying to kind of slow down because, you know, it's hard to resist a sandbar. Idaho sandbar. After all. Oops. Slowing down a little too much. Getting down in it here, aren't we? It's all right. Yep, this is our spot here. So there's our sandbars kind of out in front of us here, you can see. And up that way, I think we've got some places to land. Are any of these sandbars landable? Let's take a low pass here and just take a look. I just have seen these in passing, but I've never went down too low to look at them here. No, I think they're underwater. I think they're, it's tough to tell. That might be all right. All right, but we're here for this airstrip. If we can find it, it's right here. Almost got too low there, didn't we? Where are we? Thing is just got an unbelievable power to weight ratio. You feel like you can get out of almost any trouble. All right, I see it up ahead here. put a second notch of flaps out so we can kind of chill things out. I see it. I'm not going to make a radio call because I'm not sure where we are. I think this is Cabin Creek. We'll land uphill. Yep, there we go. There's some scenery down there. I'm going to have to look and see if this is a Milo or this is a Wookiee. This might be somebody else even. This is a nice little bonus stop. Boy, I'm off. I'm so off. There we go. Nice and wide runway, luckily. Or a landing spot. I'm still off. Jeez Louise. This must be a Milo. The way it has the little rubber erosion protectors on it. I guess it doesn't have to be. We'll come up here and confirm where we're at, and we'll see who makes this scenery. Nice long runway, because you are at elevation here, no doubt about that. As you can see, we're 4,300 feet. And so, yeah, that's no joke. That is no joke. Okay, I think we're about at the end of it here, aren't we? Oh, no, there's a little bit more. Oh, we got some hippies up here camping. Let's go see what's going on. We'll get her lined up for departure here. Well, not quite, but let's just taxi right there. Let's take a look. What's up? What's up, guys? What is up, you guys? Oh, look at that, man. That's a big old fat tired son of a gun, isn't it? Wow, that guy. What's he got? Nothing. Just vibing, man. Just vibing. Got a nice little campfire going. Love it. I love it. Is this the camp out utility, do you think? I don't know. That's really nice. That is a very nice shot right there, my friend. Let's we're gonna get a snapshot of that. All right, where are we exactly? Let me come back into the flight deck and see. ID. I don't know where we are. Let's look on it's Big Creek Ranger Station. All right, Cabin Creek. ID 08. Who made this? Cabin Creek. Oh, this is part of the Not So Deadly 3. So, Cabin Creek, Wilson Bar, and Marble. Marble Creek. Yeah, okay. Very nice. Very nice. So, we found, I didn't realize this was that. So, yeah, man. So cool stuff. And again, lots of little bonus things. Yeah, here's some wildlife. Down here, some more spots. Looks like, oh, we got somebody flying up here doing a little flyover. Sweet, very nice. Down here, what do we got? Looks like we got ourselves a little homestead. Very cool, very cool. I love this stuff. I love this stuff. This is so awesome. Yep, force it down there, shaking his head. Pretty amazing. Pretty amazing. I don't see a whole lot of like drivable trails, so if I was to bring my ATV up here, it doesn't look like any of these trail systems have been developed, but that's okay. That's just a bonus. I know some of these sceneries are starting to build that in, some of these backcountry sceneries. Hey, what's up, Matt? Good to see you, my friend. Ooh, that's pretty. Oh, so flary. All right, let's get flying. Enough of this stuff. All right, I've got, I'm going to go one notch of flaps, and we're going to head out of here. You're in the 319, the Tollus going Atlanta to Jaeger, man. All right, sounds fun. Sounds fun. We've got all kinds of cool stuff going on tonight on the VATSIM network when it comes to airliners. Everybody's flying that 777, that new PMDG 777. Jarhead, this is the RANS S6S Coyote. I'm doing a horrible job of flying it. A horrible job. But, yeah, look at that little sporty McSport face. I don't know if you guys watched the YouTuber Gravity Night Flying at all. But at one point, he flew an airplane very similar to this. I don't know if it was the same variant, but it was a little backcountry RANS. And I think he's since moved on. He's on to something a little bit bigger and more powerful. God, I kind of want to hit some of these sandbars now. I just don't know if I could make it down. He's got collidable logs and all that business. I don't know. There's probably some cool stuff down there. Going too fast to hit this one. No, I'm not going to. But yeah, next time. Hey, don't do that. Sorry, guys. But yeah, Gravity Night Flying, go check it out. He's the guy that I didn't even know about this plane at all. And then I think Jet Pilot Cinnamon, our fearless Virtual USA Flying Club leader, he picked it up and he's like, man, that's pretty good. And sure enough, like it's and it's been updated for Microsoft 24, and instead of having this guy in here, it's got the TDS GTN 750, which is, I mean, just the cat's meow. So really a neat airplane. I've enjoyed it. It's probably right now, I don't know if I could say it's my favorite. There's some good bush planes in Microsoft Flight Sim right now, honestly. Really good bush planes. The Porter, the Milviz Porter's in a pretty good spot. The Kodiak, Soulworks Studio Kodiak is in a pretty good spot. Even that DHC-2, that beautiful Beaver that we love so much, that was Airplane Heaven. It has, with the Got Friends mod, that plane's also really nice. The PC-12. There's a lot of good bush planes. J3 Cub was not really a bush plane per se, but kind of is. And then there's some of those, you know, the gravel, the Got Friends gravel, super gravel. There's Vines. I don't remember what it's called. It's a PA-18, I think. We're fast. Lots of flaps coming out. I'm going to try to slip a little bit here. Fast. We're too fast. Not going to make this. Come too fast, you guys. This might be a touch and go. Oh, no. Yeah, that worked out all right. Welcome to Vines. Again, same kind of stuff. Some cool, just, I'm sure if you were looking around, you'd find there's a guy fishing over there. Oh, look at the salmon jumping. Very nice touch there, Mr. Taylor. Alright, this is, again, we're featuring the Milo Sanks Idaho. It's the Deadly 3. So let's get lined up here. We've actually hit one of the not so deadly 3. We hit Cabin Creek. And So this is Vines, and we're heading up. We're gonna hit Dewey Moore here in just a minute as well, and then we're gonna ultimately try to make our way into Simonds. So, but first I gotta snap another cheesy screenshot here, you guys. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Gotta love it. Oh man! All right, I'm starting to hit the wall here, guys. But I still out there. I got 2 more airstrips in me. I don't know if we'll make it all the way to McCall, but I got a couple more airstrips in me. All right, here we go. So again, we gotta make a left-hand turn. We gotta head back up the creek here, and I'm gonna go just 2 notches of flaps here. There's a notch of flaps. I think we're good there. All right, let's do it. Release the pocket brake. We'll take out the hippies. Nose flying, and as usual, we're not on the airstrip here, but that's all right. We're on the grass. We're good enough. I don't know if I can make this turn. I don't think I can make that turn, you guys. Might have to take it up just a little bit. Just a little bit. Unless I do a wing over. So we try a wing over. Probably have enough room right here, don't I? Let's try a wing over. Pick the tail. Down we go. Yeah, we could have done it. Could have done it. Coulda, shoulda, woulda. Alright, so back up we go. Dewey Moore is next. And let me get my speed back under control now. And I've been flying with 1 notch of flaps out there just to kind of keep things sensible.
Hello, Sam.
Well, hello, sir. We were just talking about you, Downwind Sim. I was saying between you and Milo Sanks and Wookie, I've got a lot of bush scenery in Idaho. Welcome, man. Whereabouts are you this fine Thursday evening? En route somewhere, probably, or you home? Just got home from LA, baby. Nice. Very, very cool. Well, welcome. Welcome to our home away from home here. This is Big Creek, Idaho. We started in Soldier Bar. We made a stop at Cabin Creek and just hit a little place called Vines. And now we're going to Dewey Moore. We'll get a notch of flaps out just to kind of be under control here. I'm going to hit Dewey Moore, and then I've got one more little spot that I want to get to called Simonds. And yeah, that's why it's one of the deadly 3, right? We've been here before. But yeah, I'm going to hit one more here and probably call it a night. I'm still kind of recovering from a bit of a head cold. And so I'm not able to do as much as I maybe would like, but we've had a good time today. We did a little 777 from Mexico City into Tepic. Flew a nice little VOR approach with Rock Valkyrie. That was a lot of fun. And now we're just kind of putzing along here, seeing what kind of trouble we can get into in the Idaho backcountry. You've had one all week? Oh man, descents were a bit painful. Yeah, I don't know how. Like, I don't know if I'd be able to fly right now. My ears are so plugged up, and yeah, I feel you, man. I feel you. All right, second notch of flaps. We're right around the corner here, guys. I'm trying to get serious because, as you guys maybe know, I don't know if you do, maybe you don't. This is a twisty, turny right-hand approach here, and I never get it right. I always miss it. All right. Oh, one more bend in the river, I think. No, there it is. No, that's not it. That's not it. I tell you what, the one thing about this plane that I do like is you can just walk it on in. Well, we're doing 45 knots right now, and having not a lick of difficulty. Carrying a lot of power here, 2 notches of flaps, so we can get up and get going here. And I'm not committing. Okay, there we go. So we'll try to little scenery stutter. Try to get it over here on the left-hand side, and then move it in this way. See if I can find the airstrip. Oh, that kind of missed it again, didn't I? It's up against the trees here, folks. I might be in the hill. Whoa! Whoa! Ah, we did all right. Put it up on 2 wheels just for show. Oh man, I wish I had replay. It works. I don't know if you'd call it good, but it works. Okay, well, we've hit 3. And now, so here's what I'm thinking we got to do. This is our last one, so we're gonna. Hey, Ralph, thanks, man. That's a lot of months, man. That's a lot of months. Appreciate that. I really do. So we're departing. We're gonna turn right and keep going down the creek, and then when it forks off, we have to hang a left, and that'll eventually zig us and zag us up here. This is Simonds. And that might end up being our final destination here. Alright, notch of flaps is out. You know what I forgot to do? Let's do this while we're on the ground. Let's give ourselves some visibility. What a good invention, though. I bet that keeps you nice and cool. Alright, here we go. Let's see if we can stay out of the trees and avoid the deer. Avoid the wildlife. Oh, there's a tree right there as well. Airplane. Get the tail flying. Yep, 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 yep. And up we go. We're gonna have to go down the creek a little bit again, just like we did last time. Wow. Maybe I can I make the turn? No, I don't have enough airspeed. Let's go a little further. There's a nice wide opening up here anyway, so yeah, right over the top of this hill. We can do it. Yeah, I like this. This will work. There we go. Easy as that. What kind of crazy instrument is that? Yeah, I've had that on just to expedite the process here. As well as to illustrate to anybody who purchases these that they are in fact marked on the map, so it does help you out a little bit. But yeah, we don't. I don't feel comfortable enough right now with this neck of the woods to fly it without at least something. Now, if I had an Uncle Melvin's map, I would probably turn that GPS off, but unfortunately we do not. And it's not marked on any sectional as well. I mean, some of them are. Cabin Creek is, and the Soldier Bar, where we took off from initially, is, but these other places, Vines and even Dewey Moore is not marked anymore because it's whatever, it's deemed an emergency strip or whatever, so they took it off the sectional. So yeah, I've got to have a little assistance tonight. I figure it enhances the realism. The 2024 version of this actually puts the TDS GTN 750 in there, so you really are fancy pants if you're flying the that variant. We'll go ahead and pull the flaps up. Let's open this baby up and let it run a little bit. It's not the fastest plane in the world, but it will cruise up around 100 if you let it. I'll trim it out here. It's my kind of airplane, though. It's got literally one lever, throttle, and then everything else you just takes care of itself. I like that. No cow flaps to worry about, any of that stuff. Yet I did manage. Downwind Sim. This is the aircraft I was in when I had the engine failure because I ran it out of oil. And it's kind of cool now in hindsight. I remember flying it that day and thinking, this plane doesn't sound right. Like, it sounds different. And I was thinking, did they update the sounds? Because the engine sounded terrible. And so, anyway, and sure enough, I'd run it out of oil. Sim Caesar. Hello, Slippery Fish. Hello, Scotty the Hottie. Hello, Mr. Caesar himself. Welcome. Monster SD.
Also, Caesar.
Real Tyragoth. It is so nice to see you guys. Thank you very, very much for coming in. We're in the Idaho backcountry here, flying up the Milo Sanks's Deadly 3, and so far we've done okay. We did have this bad boy kind of up on two wheels, and not the front two wheels, but on our last approach into Dewey Moore. But we did okay. Ascended Gravity. Good evening, everyone. Well, it's so nice to see you guys, and I hope your flight went well. I hope your week has gone good. It's almost the weekend, y'all. For some of you guys, it's already Friday. Some of you guys that are from the future, like from Germany and Australia and whatnot. Cannot wait. I've been battling a little bit of a head cold here this week and had to cancel my Tuesday stream. I wasn't feeling very good. I think I'm just getting soft in my old age, but nice to see you guys. Weekend, what's that? That's the time of the week when you have your next job. That's when you go to work. Oh, you enjoyed a holiday day off in Europe. Well, let me. Yeah, I was just gonna say, how is Friday so far? Not much will change. Good to know. Well, it is great to see you guys. If I don't know you, my name is Brant. Welcome to the Melvin Leroy channel. We do this kind of stuff on Tuesdays and Thursdays, as well as Saturdays. The Saturday streams are kind of all over the place time-wise, because I just try to find ATC in different parts of the world. That's my goal on Saturday. But Tuesday and Thursdays, I'm about this time of night, midnight Zulu. And it's a little of everything. Again, I kind of the jack of all planes, master of none. Just have a horrible case of aviation ADHD. But it keeps things spicy, so you know. What the heck? We're coming right up on it, guys. Let's start to think about getting back into flap trains. See, look at us. We were cooking up there like 110 knots in this bad boy. This is the RANS S6S Coyote, by the way, Flyboy Simulations. What a fun little Microsoft bush plane. I was talking with the crew, and we have got some fantastic bush planes in Microsoft Flight Simulator right now. Some planes that are in really good shape. I am way too high, and okay, I'm coming right up on it here, aren't I? I think I am. Oh, there it is. Yeah, I'm not gonna make that, even with the slipping capability. Although that's not a bad thing. I think maybe I have to land the other way with this. Let's just take a look at it. Yeah, maybe coming from the other direction is better anyway. Looks clearer that way. Alright, so let's throw in... Ooh, a little sim pause there. Let's throw in a couple notches of flaps. We'll take it down the river a little bit, and we'll turn back inbound. Yep. I think that looks like it's uphill, too. So that sounds like a good plan here. Called Tagged Air Beat. Basically similar to our beat. I don't think I said that right. Similar to kind of a Labor Day. Awesome, like kind of a beginning of the summer sort of deal, right? That's cool, man. Yeah. So you were talking to Downwind Sim there. That's great. I love those. Those are good. Those days off. Celebrate the worker. Always a good thing. Now we're really slow here, guys. We are really slow. I don't want to be that slow, even in this plane. Get nervous flying below 40. Alright, there we go. Did I lose any altitude here? Gosh, this may not be the easier way to go. I see the field, but it does not look too inviting here, does it? Alright, we slip. This thing slips like a champ, though. Altitude is not a problem. Oh, wait. Maybe I'm looking too soon here, guys. This may require another go-around. I'm having trouble orienting myself. Well, I think I see where I'm at. Yeah, I think we're alright. Down we go. And, stay out of the trees, please. Whoa, and I'm sure everything here is probably collidable. Oh, boy, that was horrible. That was really bad. My goodness, guys. Just everybody shows up, and I absolutely bounce it in there. Yeesh. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my aching struts. Whew. That was not good, guys. Not good at all. A perfect bumpy landing. Yeah, I can't blame the bumps on that. I just ran it out of speed, out of energy way too soon. Way too soon. But, you know what? That's kind of how she goes sometimes. Let's turn it around here, and I was going to have this be the last spot, but I can't end on a landing like that. There's no way. So I think what we're going to do, if you guys are up for it, is let me see where I'm at here, roughly, because I have McCall set up as well. So we flew up Big Creek. We made this turn here. We're up in this area somewhere. So I have a couple choices. I could try to buzz on out of here and get to McCall. We also have Johnson Creek that's not too far away. We would need to use a little GPS help, and we'd have to kind of get up and over some pretty good terrain here. I think we could do it. Or we could head back to Soldier Bar. We could even take a look at that fire landing thing and see if we could make that. But anybody have a preference? I'm going to say McCall, Johnson Creek, or back to Soldier Bar. Almost positive we have Johnson Creek in there, so it's UT 82. Do I see it? Oh, it's not close enough. See, I think that might be. I don't know if that's it or not. No pref. Thanks for nothing, Downwind Sim. All right, let's see if we can find. Johnson Creek. That's a nice place. So uniform 60. Let's see if we can get a bearing here, kind of where we're at. I don't know if I know how to enter. I might know how to enter. Where's uniform 60? Where are you, uniform 60? I don't know. Oh, there it is. Big Creek. So if we went up to Big Creek, And or if we were kind of not quite directly south, but just a little southwest of Big Creek. So is there? See, there's nothing to follow. We're gonna have to get over the top of this range here. And again, I think we're in here somewhere. So you can't really even go back to Big Creek. That doesn't help you any because you kind of get terrained out here. So I think we're just gonna have to plot a course and just kind of roughly estimate it. So I'm gonna say we're right here-ish. So that would put us on an approximate like a 235-ish heading. Johnson Creek is too easy. Oh, you want me to head back to Soldier Bar? That one's definitely the more challenging. Should we head back that way? I'm good with that, actually. Let's head back to Soldier Bar. We know how to get there. All we have to do is just fly right back down the creek and hang a right. So, all right, you got it, Downwind Sim. You got it, man. All right, here we go. Now that's granted I can get out of here without hitting a collidable, which is not a guarantee. Boy, this is tight, 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 tight. Oh, that's a collidable. I know it is. Oh, there was a slap in the face, and I saw a deer. There's a bird. Birds in the area. All right, there we go. Let's get a little altitude here. Okay. Everything shows okay. Now I'm just ultra paranoid about this engine because of the time I ran it out of oil and it failed on me. I think it was actually in Idaho. We were trying to do a bush league event, and we didn't make it. We had also quite a bit of weather that we were dealing with, so that was a part of it. But anyway, all right, round we go. Plenty of room here to turn. We'll head back down and see if we can get back down to Soldier Bar. That'll be a good one. Chance to redeem myself maybe a little bit here. I was going to try to take a little bit more of a direct route, but that's some pretty dang good terrain right there, isn't it? I don't think I can. I'm not sure I can get up and over that. All right, pull the flaps up, get some airspeed built, and go from there. How are my temps and everything? Looking good. Looking good. Oil pressure's in the green. Yep, temps in the green. I like it. Let's go up this way. Just see. Maybe we can just slowly climb. I don't know what the top altitude of this thing is, but I think a 9,000 foot ridge is probably not out of the possibilities, right? All right, are you guys hearing the clunking of the engine? So this is saying that I'm okay. Coolant and oil. But that clanking and clunking that I'm hearing right now is what I also heard before she went bye-bye. And also the fact that I'm not making, like, everything is happy here, but I am not making power like I normally make it. I am climbing at 1,000 feet per minute here too, so that's maybe part of it. And I am at 7,000 feet, so we may get ourselves into a little bit of a situation here. All right, let's get on one side, and we still got a way. We can still turn this baby around. I think we can make this ridgeline. I do. I feel good about it. Downwind Sim, feel good about it. There's a nice spot up here. I just drive over the top if I have to, right? Should always approach your ridge at a 45, which is why I'm coming directly at this one, because that's how you do it. I think we got enough power. I think we got it. I think we got it. I think we've got it. The beautiful view beyond. Oh yeah, baby. Look at that. That's pretty nice. That's pretty dang nice. Take a bird's eye view here just in case there's something we want to come back and hit. I don't think so. Alright. 8,500 is plenty. And I pulled back a little bit on the power so we don't overdo it. Because we're going to start to descend back into the valley here, the Big Creek Valley. We're heading back to 85 uniform here at Soldier Bar, but we're taking a little bit more of a direct route here. Cleared direct Soldier Bar. And we'll call it a night at that point. Got hit with a little bit of a crosswind there. So there's the valley. There's Big Creek runs right down through there. So we should be on track for the most part. Getting back down to it might be a task. But maybe we can finish with a little bit better landing here. I don't know. We'll see. Alright, I need to really descend. I think I see Dewey Moore down there. Is that Dewey Moore? I think that's Dewey Moore. That was where we... Actually, that's where I started to get pretty sketchy. That was I popped up and kind of went on two wheels there, so that was the beginning of maybe the end here. Hopefully we'll redeem ourselves at Soldier Bar. What we're going to have to do with Soldier Bar, though, is we're going to have to go down past it and turn around and come back up because you're landing back in to the west, basically. Yeah, I think that's Dewey. Or that might be Cabin Creek, actually, now that I look at it. Dewey Moore might be back here a little ways. Yeah, I think that's Cabin Creek. Because there were some enticing sandbars down there, but I just didn't feel like we could quite get to them. Okay. Enticing little ridge line there, huh, you guys? Huh? Yeah. Man, that almost looks cleared off enough that the guy could hit it, doesn't it? Almost. I don't think it's meant to be landed on, but that looks a little bit like you see at Papua New Guinea. Now, once you get on this side, though, you can see it's not really. I've landed this thing on ridges like that, though. It can be done. Alright, we're getting close, you guys, and we're a little high. I've got it. I'm basically back at idle here, so let's do some slippage. This thing really, really rides down the elevator nicely. Now we're talking. Now we're getting back down there. We're getting back down there. I think this strip coming up here is that Castle Ranch or something like that. It's just a default strip. Wouldn't take a lot to... I mean, it's pretty close to being ready as it is. We'll do a little low pass here, and I'll show you what I mean. It looks... Again, just the default. It looks pretty nice. And it even has... some buildings over here. I think these are just auto-gen houses and stuff. But, yeah, it wouldn't take much to turn that into something pretty dang cool. Yeah, that's just auto-gen. Alright, let's get serious now, boys and girls. You.
Hello, Nick.
Caution. Terrain. Conti. Hey, man, I am much better. I'm definitely still not 100%, but I'm feeling good enough to smack into an Idaho mountain, if you know what I mean. How are you doing? Happy Friday, buddy. We're doing Milo's Deadly 3 here. We're heading back to his Soldier Bar to kind of close the stream off. If I can locate it. All a DR1. This is 2020. I don't have 24 just yet. Welcome in, by the way. I hope I said your name correctly. Nice to meet you. Oh boy. I do. Actually, just we flew the 777 from Mexico City to Tepic for the first leg today. And yeah, I do a little bit of everything. I don't do anything all that well, but I fly a little of everything. I just like to mix it up, keep it fresh. I don't want to get too good at any one thing. I have a strict no check rule, by the way. So if I catch myself running any tests or checks in airplanes or testing breakers, then I know it's time to move on because I know way too much about that airplane. No, I go through phases, and I don't know about you, but like I'll be in an airliner phase for a little while, and then I think that's our. Wait, I don't know where we are. I'll be in an airliner phase for a while, then I'll be in a bush pilot phase, and I'll even go through helicopter phases. I think I missed it. I think it's back there. I think I need to gain some altitude. I'm past it. But that's okay. We have to turn around anyway. You got it. Here we are. I think that's where we need to go. But yeah, this is the Rand's Coyote, The lost phase. Yes, indeed. Even it's kind of sad that I'm lost even with a GPS assistance here. But yeah, Idaho looks pretty nice. You got to kind of take the good with the bad. Like, it's kind of mushy right here, but I don't think the creek looks all that good. But by and large, it looks nice. That's your natural phase. All right. Well, we're down a little bit farther and past, and so I think maybe we can turn it around. I got a notch of flaps out, right? Yes, I do. So here we go. She handles like a champ, by the way. I don't do multiplayer very often, but I fly on VATSIM, so I kind of on some levels, like, it's every flight of mine is a multiplayer flight. Today, like right now, I happen to be by myself, but for my flight up in Mexico, I had a friend fly along with me, and I always encourage people to fly along if they want. I post my schedule as far in advance as I can, and yeah, I love when people fly along. I don't do the multiplayer thing just because I don't really understand how it works all that well, and it's one more thing I don't want to learn right now. But I know VATSIM, and so anyway, I like that. I like that kind of stuff. But yeah, it's kind of what we do. We do also some events like up in this neck of the woods too, where we'll have 10 or 12 people flying along, and just kind of everybody will be sort of flying in the same neighborhood, and it's pretty cool. All right, I know you're here, Soldier Bar. I didn't think he was up that high on the mountainside though, but I think maybe it is. Is this us? Oh, the Blue Angels want to fly with me, huh? Gotcha. There's Soldier Bar. All right, here we go, guys. We had a really, really bad landing at Simonds. We're going to try to make up for it here. And we've definitely not picked an easy place to land, but let's see how we do. Uphill match the slope. Flaps are out. I'm way too fast. I am way too fast. I am way too fast. Uphill slope might save me. Skinny, skinny runway. This runway is just a suggestion, by the way. Oh, mama. And you got to carry a little speed so you can get up there by the hippies. All right? Get on my phone book there. That was a better way to finish off. Better way to finish for sure. Look at this beautiful place. What a place. Come on, girl. Don't stop on me now. Thanks, Downwood Sim. Thanks for the suggestion to come back this way and hit something a little bit more spicy. And I left my sleeping bag here anyway, so I gotta come back and, you know, get that packed up. All right, well, folks, that was truly a really, really nice evening of flying. I know it's a little bit of a shorter stream, but it's just kind of that. Gonna have to be that way today because I don't have a ton of extra energy quite yet. Let's turn some stuff off here. Excuse me. And we'll wrap up this stream and we'll raid out somewhere. I think. Conte, I'm glad you got to come in here, man. It's nice to see you. And I hope you're having a good Friday. Hello to the minister for me. And yeah, thank you guys. All right, let's cue the outro and do the things. All right, lots of thanks to go around tonight. Everybody who came by the stream tonight, appreciate you being here. Sim Caesar, thanks for the awesome raid. Downwind Sim, thank you for that prime re-ascription. Hawk Driver, thanks for the gifted sub. Dane Flats also came in with a nice raid tonight, and Good Fixins kind of got the party started here with his 45-month re-ascription. And hey, Conti, tell her I'm really getting a kick out of those little crocheted things that she's making. Those are pretty awesome. If it didn't cost $1 million to ship it, I would grab one of those for Mother's Day. I think my mom would get a kick out of that. But anyway, maybe one of these days we'll figure something out. All right, so let's see, next stream is actually coming up on Saturday, guys. And I'm going to be doing the cow scream thing. My flight leaves at about 5 o'clock Mountain Time. So 7 o'clock East Coast time, 16:05 Zulu, I believe. No, that's not right. 23:05 Zulu. And so that's what we're going to do. We're going to be in the CRJ, actually, because I have a death wish. We're going to fly SkyWest from LA to San Jose and then to John Wayne. And so I'm looking forward to actually doing that. I love Cow Scream. Cow Scream is so much fun. And then let's see, we'll be back to our regularly scheduled Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday for the following week. So let's see, what else can I tell you? I don't know. Let's raid out. Let's go take a gander at what Ibanez is doing. It looks like he might potentially be in a train. So we love our trains here on the Melvin Leroy channel. Tim Dog, you're going to do Southwest from San Francisco to San Diego. Heck yeah, man. Tim Dog is flying, by the way, the brand spanking new 777 that was just released today. And he's been giving us updates along the way. So, all right, I am going to get that raid going, guys. I hope you have a good Friday. I can't wait to fly with you again. I will see you over on Ibanez's stream. And I don't know why I pointed, because he's not literally right over there. But I just like to do the whole thing with the talking with the hands. And anyway, can't wait to fly with you again. We'll see you over and on his stream. Take it easy. Okay, maybe I didn't have that ready. Now it's ready.